National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visitor sideline, the Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. On the other sideline, it is the Bears head coach Ben Johnson. His team already has the X by their name. They have clinched the division. Now it's all about best seeding in the NFC playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
He certainly didn't have his best outing a week ago, and he was very honest with us when we brought it up. He said, listen, I can't turn the ball over at this rate and expect to come out of there with a win. So they got away with one last week. He doesn't think that they're going to be able to sustain that, and to be honest, I don't blame him.
And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
Vegas! Blue!
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah. Punch Spurs! Vegas! Yeah. Combo!
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Over the middle. He's got Burton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1.
Vegas! Yeah. Punch Spurs!
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up against. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind Smack, and that is incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Chill, right on the side as the eagle becomes a fucking child with some wood on my tongue. Feel like in, take a breath in my mouth. We're so wild, I got up and spit.
What is it?
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Back to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
What is it? Vegas, Vegas! Yeah. Punch first! Punch!
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
What is up? LeBron, slam left. LeBron.
On the give, here's Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First and 10.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Ahead.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ready, go.
Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That's right.
On first down, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Vegas!
Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's on Joe Tooney.
Still 2nd down.
Yeah. Combo. Run it up. Yes. Vegas. Let's go. Hey, that's my man. I got him.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there.
Yes. Combo.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Khalif Raymond. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. As complete right side to Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
gain of 15. First down.
Moore going in motion. On first down, Allen. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. I can bet you either.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Moving the tight end right. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Third and long. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. Raymond going to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Vegas!
To throw is Williams. Catch made there, left side by Walker.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Here's second and 6. Now Williams. That'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. It is second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike. And he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
On third down, it's Williams. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
What is it on? Here we go.
Throw it again. It's Williams. That is caught. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now,
and he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyle Manunga. Touchdown there. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears move out on top, 14-0.
Bills nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that will lead to a second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's a fourth down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's It's incomplete. Luther burdened the intended target, and it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field, and that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
18. And the Bills, first down.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
One final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on their AFC North rivals, the Cleveland Browns. And this is Shedeur Sanders. He had it working. This one of 5 touchdown passes for the game. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's the Rams quarterback. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Rams able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Eagles. And here's the Eagles wideout. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 56 yards, touchdown. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A carry for Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Toss left side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
27 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play.
Allen now off the bootleg. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. A design run here for Allen. And he's down at the 3. What a run. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Hook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bills are on the board. It's now 14-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz is going to send this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 4.
What's up?
Here's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Vegas. Yeah. Combo.
Throwing is Williams. He gets this complete to Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll run, it's Swift. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
First down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Run it to the. Yes. Combo.
Williams. This one, break it up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Bears build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, throw here for Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Shamar Turner getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Pass caught right side by Coleman. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, volunteer.
On the ground, it's Swift. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a design run. And he's going to have a Bears 1st down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Vegas!
To throw is Williams. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Williams pass.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On third down, it's Williams. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge catch to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Run with Cook, and a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he will score! Game on! DJ Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Williams. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. They're trying the left side with Swift. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Vegas! Alone!
Here's Williams now to throw. He's got Loveland free left side. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Third down, here's Swift. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th
The
down.
offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he's going to have the Bears first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty. Vegas, Vegas.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Over the middle. He's got Purdy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
At the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Slam left. Slam left.
They'll go again with Swift. And the Bears are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's a run. To the pylon, he's pinned. Kyle Manunga. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Bears go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Bills 14. To kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. With slant into the hands of Shaquille. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
Now Allen on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. He's looking deep for Shaquille. And he is going to have the Bills' first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First down.
Allen to throw again. Now he'll run. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Here's first down.
That's another Bills.
They'll get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds remaining to play. They'll try again here. It's second and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. His throw out in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. They're looking both at the feet to see if two were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. On third down, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get free. That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation. Take a couple knees. Get on with the win.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Second and 11. So this one in the win column for the Bears. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December. They continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.